With my sharp conte crayon, I'm ready to further articulate the forms of my hand. I've chosen to begin with the palm by first refining the palmar crease at the transverse arch. It is more effective to crosshatch within an anatomical area, such as the palm, and then stump it in and lift out before proceeding to the fingers. This way you can keep things under control. I'm working across the form rather than with it. By working across the form, you can more readily develop a sculptural three-dimensionality. With my kneaded eraser, I lift out, or better still, paint out the lighted form. With each pass of the additive subtractive process of pulling and pushing the conte pigment, the drawing advances significantly. As the drawing advances, so too must our awareness of the turning of form and our tactile sensitivity in working with the conte. Working on just the little finger, you can see how far the drawing advances just by cross-hatching in conte, stumping it in across the form and painting out the lights, and continually repeating this process as necessary. The caveat, though, is to bring the little finger to about 80% completion only before moving on. You don't want to bring it to full 100% completion. I lift the subtle, reflected lights in the little finger by literally teasing the conte with my kneaded eraser. As each element of the drawing is advanced, it is critical that the tones read together as a whole and not as a collection of finely rendered parts. When I construct tone, I always approach it by dividing or breaking it down into two parts. First is the primary light and dark, and then the primary dark is broken down into a dark and a darker dark. The darker dark is then broken down into two parts again, and so on and so forth. Working with the middle values of the light area is more difficult. They're much more subtle and are best approached tactilely rather than purely visually.